Yo! Really? Hey, one Steve for Space here. Today I'm back playing some more Hello Neighbor. So, last episode, I've got no real way to explain what happened. The neighbor got big. That's terrifying. So we're getting even bigger, it appears. Attacking us as a kid? Ooh, and we get to have a one-on-one tussle with this guy. Oh no, I'm dead. No, you don't. Okay, where's the next place you can go? Up here, right? No more fears. Now we must... Is that the neighbor's old house? Yeah, we are... I think we're too big to fit through the exit doors, so we're gonna have to help somehow, I guess. Oh, we're just the right size. I only see the one side of the door. So are we out of the basement now? Well, that was one nightmare, wasn't it? Is that a moving truck? This place is supposed to be desolate. Wait. Was that really all just a dream? Are you... You're not moving back in there, are you? You are. Can we really do nothing for the neighbor? I think that's it for gameplay. So So now Nick's just gonna... Is this animation different? Did you just realize? You didn't. I'm gonna lie, I kind of have to use the bathroom, so I guess I'm gonna step away, turn off my mic, and y'all see if there's anything after this. And if not, then I guess I'm gonna press space when I get back. Well, I guess the animation's gonna go on for an unspecified amount of time, and I just realized my TV back there's been on this whole playthrough. Okay, so guess that's what happens if we load that. Okay, just replace the credits. Is modding a new? Is this a new menu? Because if so, I got some mine. Well, I guess that's it for today's episode. Hey, that's interesting. For some reason, my achievements haven't updated, which I mean it has. Now there's still 10 achievements I haven't yet gone. Somehow more people are beating the game than I've been on top of the windmill or even gone the gun, so that's interesting, I suppose. Yeah, and also I don't think I've seen this yet. Nope. You know what? Well, something about this style of background I just have always loved. Really, all these backgrounds. Y'all know what game I was really reminded of though? Among the Sleep, just because of the fear, or the representation of fear. Now, I kind of have to get the next game, don't I? Or Hello Neighbor 2. I've got the pre-alpha, but that's it. Hold on, actually. Yeah, I gotta start out with the, okay, I guess that was it. Which was... Yeah, all these, apparently Alpha 4 was the greatest game. Or the greatest, version of the Alpha. I guess that, ain't anything else. There's still modding. Guess I'll reinstall the game when I'm ready to mod it. Oh, that's it for this series. Now, if y'all want, I should probably put another video, link another video right around there by now. Maybe in the center of the screen, I sometimes like to do for final videos. You know, let's play, if that makes sense. So, if I did so, then, great. Good job, future me. Boy. Actually, while I'm here, I'm recording this on the 4th. On the 4th, and apparently tomorrow I've got a tablet that should arrive, knock on wood. So, now of course, for all y'all it should be a good few days ago, but when I get that device, I'm probably going to start doing way heavier editing for future videos. I might even replay Hello Neighbor one day after I think it's been long enough, if that makes sense. And ain't gonna lie, just recently I was also playing through Bendy and Think Machine. There's this one mod of the two games I've always kind of liked. Hello Bendy. Now I don't know if developers of Bendy and Think Machine had it taken down for some reason. Actually, I would understand it if they did. Maybe it was an official crossword? Crossover? Well. Well, yeah, thank you, I guess. Y'all know what? The videos will probably start up again. Potentially next Halloween, but I'm probably going to record them today. Actually, no, Halloween is just like... It was 2 months ago. Halloween was 2 months ago as of the time of recording this, just about. Well, I feel old. Yeah. Now, I think Hello Bendy is based upon the, Act 3 house. And, like, for the longest time, I assumed it was a fan-made mod, but no, apparently it wasn't. actually the original release. You know what? I might have to do that. Now that I bought Firewatch. And only today I found out that it was made by the same guys who made the Untitled Goose Game. Which is not a game I've always wanted to try out. Don't tell me it was really released in 2020. I could have sworn it was 2016. That makes me feel a little bit better, but that means that, that's a bit better. Because when I remembered seeing gameplay of it in 2016. That hurts a bit. That hurts quite a bit, quite a bit, quite a bit. I refuse to believe that, I mean, it makes sense. It released a long time alongside the Nintendo Switch. Hello Neighbor, I could have sworn was like 2013. Oof, lady, it's 27. Okay, well, I guess 2013 wouldn't really make sense now, would it? Yeah, 2017. It's a bit less painful somehow than Untitled Goose Game, which does make sense. 8 years ago. I was 10 when this game released. I remember when the game released, I saw I believe it was Dan TDM made a bunch of episodes on it, right? So like at some point I ran to my grandfather like yeah, that's totally the face I made. I remember coming up to him though like, hey, can I please play this game? It looks super cool and you know, I want to watch it. Okay, what's it about? Maybe it wasn't my grandfather. I think it was somebody, right? But like, I made the mistake of explaining that it's a game about breaking into your neighbor's house. So like, I was told I wasn't allowed to play it, wasn't allowed to watch it, that it was a bad influence. Where's it yet? Well, now I'm about like I think that I went to them about Hello Neighbor first for Bendy and the Machine, right? Hello Neighbor. That does make sense, but no, Bendy. I could have sworn it was 2016. Like, and the household was at that point fairly religious, right? It's like not a great idea to explain to them, oh yeah, this game's about pleasing the devil. Okay, not really. It's about going into hell after it seeps into an animation studio, basically. Yeah, I smartened up after I fumbled Hello Neighbor, and luckily I wasn't told no about this. Though that said, I honestly didn't follow the game particularly long. Like, like honestly, it wasn't until like 2020 that I finally watched some bendy gameplay. Right, I had it pulled up on a smart TV. Yeah, it was in like 2020. I had bendy pulled up on a TV. Right, I was sitting down. It was a fairly cold winter day, which around here in Pennsylvania, that means something, right? No, I don't think it was a winter day, but right, but like at some point in the final boss fight, which is what I was actually watching at that point, when Bendy finally comes, like when you finally come to his lair and you retrieve the end disc, right? When you or the end reel, right? When you finally get that, and then Bendy's just staring you down. Hey, why you have that, huh? The power suddenly cut. Everything went out. I was freaked out for days. I was convinced that Bendy had jumped into the electrical system, right? I was convinced that he was waiting for me to turn my back for a second too long. So I was a very weird kid back then. Anyways, I guess I've got a bit more time to run through that game. And y'all know what? I know this was released. I know it was. No, 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 no. Don't tell me it wasn't released. I specifically remember. No. I don't think I've ever seen this game beaten or like anybody actually leave the world in it. Which is fairly upsetting to me. No, that's pretty good. Below Zero was 2021. No, no, no. It had to have been earlier. So let's see. I was 10 in 2018, so yeah, 8 years. Yeah, I think I was 13 when Subnautica Below Zero released. No, that wouldn't work. 15 when it released. I started working, so I was 14 in 2020 because I started working at the end, after the end of the school year. Right, so I was 12 when the original Subnautica released. So for the longest time, I think I was just one of those annoying Cheeto-handed Roblox players. Yo, you got any Robux? Now, I never did get any, right? I didn't quite learn the art of begging for your parents' credit cards, right? But like, Ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of glad I never bought any Robux because I lost that account first off. Like, I wasn't banned, I just lost the password to it. And you'll know what else I kind of want to get, or I kind of want to go through? The Stanley Parable. The demo's free, I should buy it. Okay, now see this. I can somewhat 2022 for Ultra Deluxe to release. Nope. Now, security breach. Don't ask me why I have 52 hours on record of it, plus countless offline. Yeah, I can't accept it released in 2021. Wait, no, I can't. It had to have been 2022. I started playing it in 2022 because in 2021 I didn't quite have the money saved up to purchase it. Because like I was paying all my money aside for this computer that I'm recording on. And then like January of 2022, I think I purchased the game, started playing it the very next night because I had to give it some time to download. And I don't think I finished playing it till 2023 initially, because I was a massive noob, and also I think I ran into a couple of bugs. Although this game without bugs is it really a good game? I mean, yeah, but also the bugs add a lot of character. Now, until like 2020, right? For a moment, I thought that it's a Secret of the Mimic released in 2021. I was like, no way, Jose. I don't think that I started playing FNAF until like 20 something. Yeah, of course it's 20 something. I don't think I had any interest in it till after the Golden Age was over. And after a bunch of attempts were made on map patch reputation, right? Damn. 12:30 really is the best time to start feeling old. Ooh, Baldi's Basics. This. Do I want to know when it released? Plus released 2020. Okay, I can accept that. I remembered like one of the first games I bought, I think, was Baldi's Basics Plus. And the original Baldi's Basics released in what? No, it didn't. Oh, that's remastered. No, not. Oh, thank God. I don't know if I should be thanking God. Okay, early 2018, I can accept that, mostly. 7 years, yeah, I can accept that. I remember, I think it was Jack's sub guide. Something I remember really well, right? Like, I think the reason why I didn't like FNAF was it was a sit and survive game rather than free roam. At the time, right? So I had a massive interest in all these basics. Because you had a lot more freedom to walk around, and also because it was free on Google Play. It should still be. Anyways, I guess this episode had fairly noticeable ramble. I just don't want to finish it. I done got started talking and can't talk myself out of it. I think that Bendy's mod did start as I think it did start as a fan-made project, or at least I hope it was. It was Alpha 1 released. Okay, no, it wasn't released in 2020. Oh, that's Hello Neighbors 2 first Alpha. Yeah, I'm gonna accept 2017 as an acceptable answer. You know what's terrifying? It was only 2 years after Hello Neighbors release that AI's law risks or became possible. I hate to say that too. And today about 75% of YouTube isn't human-made slop, it's AI-made slop. That sounds just like the start to a horror movie about AI taking over the world. Now that I think about it, I don't think that golden apple tree, I think it was, ever finished growing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to come back to this game in like a year and run through it again. Like, that final act realistically should have taken me a lot less time. Yeah, I guess that's it. So y'all have a good day or a good night in my case. If it is 12:30 for you as well, first off, nice time. It's the perfect time, but also go to bed. It's getting late. Yeah, and I'm one to talk to because my typical bedtime's like 3 in the morning. I've got like 4 videos to create thumbnails for before I go to bed. So if I hurry up now, I can probably get them all done by 1. I have to walk to work in like 10 hours. Yay, lucky me. The Pennsylvania snow. In other news, they got a new phone on its way. It should be here by Monday, but they still haven't charged my credit card for it, so I don't think it's going to ship that fast. But one can pray, right? One can pray. And, yeah, apparently there was, they attempted to create an animated series based around Hello Neighbor, but alas, I don't think it ever really came out. Well, actually, I think like 3 episodes came out, but they, couldn't quite get off the ground, partly because they kept on tweeting at MatPat. However, 3 times in one day is pretty hard record to beat. So now there should be a video down here somewhere. Maybe up here next to me, maybe covering my face. No, not quite. Especially not if I move over here. So click it if you'll want. If not, then don't. If So if it's the morning, then click off, go to bed, maybe turn something on in the background for some background noise. If you just woke up, good morning, I guess. Bye.